because it's haunting you.
It's
because
not,
if you have to keep going, or they're gonna take that off your wrist, and they're gonna take that off your neck.
No, I got Dave.
Dave.
Guys, I just got robbed on Rodeo Drive for $300,000 worth of my diamond chains. God dang, bro. I should have went home yesterday, bro. They hopped out of the car and just like pinned me against the wall and like tackled me. Then I was running, and then they were still trying to get my watch. I was running away from one of them, and then like they all just hopped in the car and did.
Well, the people that run the agency, are we going to be the ones doing it?
No.
No. So we offset that and we hire people from, ours were from the Philippines. And so it's cheap labor.
George Janko confronts Jack Dorohety on pimping out girls for money. And we're going to go to another video that actually explains the real problem with managing an OnlyFans account. And then after that, there's a video of Jack Dorohety literally getting robbed right after this. And he even said he has his chains and everything. He's good. So this is crazy.
So, Jake used to have a thing called Team 10 where he used to manage people.
Yeah.
I noticed that you manage girls. Is that true or no?
Yeah.
And managing in their OnlyFans?
Yeah. And like kind of all around too, but like, yeah, I mean, I help like blow them all up on social media, and they make money on OnlyFans and honestly all platforms.
Does that kind of like, does that field kind of like interfere with your heart a little bit?
That's really what takes a lot of like, I feel like the most space up in my head is just like, cause there's so many people that like depend on me, and so many people.
I think he completely missed what he was asking. He was asking more about your heart and your spiritual life, and he's just like, yeah, it's actually causing me to be super stressed out because there's a lot of things that I have to manage. But in reality, I mean, that could be a byproduct of it.
With on a day-to-day and, you know, keep happy and stuff, it's a lot of pressure. That's really where it's at. It's like my mood is so heavily relying on all the people around me that I'm trying to constantly keep happy that it like sometimes makes me like,
I just feel like it's a grimy world, bro. Like, I'm assuming these girls are selling nudes.
Yeah.
I mean, like, in no disrespect, this is a version of pimping. You're pimping these girls out.
That's
You don't think that's attacking your heart in any way?
Dang, he literally just said, no disrespect, but you're pimping out these girls. And he's like, well, yeah, I guess, but.
Because at the end of the day, they all, you know, they already like want to do what they're doing. And it's just like, I just actually make the money doing it. Because there are so many girls that actually do OnlyFans and make, you know, $0 and stuff. And they're doing it all for what? You
That's true. The average person makes like $100 a month. It's not enough to live off of, guys. Let's be honest. And it's not worth it. So if you're ever thinking about doing OnlyFans, do not. I wonder if this is like one of the only times he's ever been pressed on this topic, because this is like something to do with Christianity, spirituality. And if he's only been around people who are just like very open to anything, he's probably surprised.
It's like every girl I work with makes like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month and millions of dollars a year, you know?
Yeah,
So
but I
it's
think
just
you're
like,
smart enough now to know that money can't like make you happy. Like, you
Yeah,
you have a
well,
watch that's more expensive than any car I drive. So like,
That's
you
crazy.
know from here that money doesn't make you happy. Do you think that it's like affecting your heart that you're pushing these women in a industry, in a realm that is not gonna
I wouldn't
end
say
well
I'm
for
pushing them to like do it, and I don't think it's not ending well for them. Like,
Like, did your girl do it, right or no?
yeah,
Was she doing nudes?
Wow.
like not like showing it actually, like not like.
I can't imagine my girl doing anything like that. It's just super sad and completely against everything that I would think of. I would just be so jealous and feel so weird about that. Like, I can't imagine anyone looking at my wife like that and to be okay with it. But I absolutely love that George is just calling all of this stuff out.
Actually showing her.
So like that, in its general, like, how did that make you feel? That like your heart was like, that's my girl, but she's also doing those pictures. Was she doing that before she met you?
Nah. We were together for like 6 months before we started any of that.
Okay, so like let's just stay there. Like, how did that feel with you? Like, were you like, you no jealousy in your heart of like, hey, that's
No,
mine?
like it was like it was like on it. Like, I don't know, like we both were. Well, it wasn't.
You just think of it as a business.
Yeah.
I think
That's crazy.
It just gets tough in these type of industries, bro, because like it weighs on you, and you might think it's not weighing on you, but I think it. Like, for example, would you want your daughter doing that?
Probably not, no.
So then how could the mother of your daughter, for example, your father set a good example for you. You modeled after your father. He went from building roofs after roofs, putting a roof above your head. And now, God willing, whatever the relationship between you guys happen, it's in God's will. But like, say you marry her. You wouldn't be proud of the fact that your wife was doing that, because then your daughter's going to do that. So if you don't want...
How can you think it's okay for anyone, a girl or anyone, to do that, but not okay for your daughter to do that? Like, at the end of the day, you need to think about that morally. And if you would ever marry someone who has done that, that would be very, very detrimental to your relationship, and that would cause a lot of problems.
Daughter to do that.
Unless you make enough money to where your daughter doesn't have to do that. I mean, that's the whole goal with all this. So
Yeah, but my guy, you have 35 doors. Your daughter didn't need to do that before she left your nutsack, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
She doesn't. She won't. She'll never. My daughter will never do that. Like,
That's what I'm saying. So don't let her mother do that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, when
True.
you...
Well, hey, I can start from scratch now. What's up? No,
Yeah. And by the way, I'm not saying that there's girls...
You have other ways of making money, right? Like, you should.
Good. I'm just saying, like, just fix the direction of where your guys' steps are. This is my advice, bro. I don't think there's so much to change, because I think you're a strong-minded man. You'll be able to do good things. I think you should just clean up things that are morally wrong. I know that you're making money off of these girls selling their nudes, but, bro, they have fathers that are just absent. And at the end of the day, bro, when we meet...
Imagine their absent fathers seeing them do this for only a couple grand a month. And imagine their absent father seeing him do it for a couple $100,000 a month. That's where it's
I don't
like,
think
okay.
that's gonna get them off the couch and head over. You know what I mean?
It gets
Like,
the parents retired. Like, fuck. Like, they're happy.
yeah, but it comes with a price.
Yeah, I know what you mean. 100%.
I just don't. Here's the thing. There's a lot of things that us young men will brush underneath the rug and then have our future selves deal with it. And
100%. And to act like these women, oh my goodness, so many stories are coming out of women who were in the adult film industry, were just completely demoralized and hate the fact that they've ever done any of that.
It was just get in the way of that, to be like, hey, Jack, like, I don't think anybody in your life is telling you this, but like, this is gonna heavily affect you. And by the way, like, do you believe in God or the universe? Like, what do you believe in?
Yeah, I believe in God.
So if you really believed in God, do you think that he's gonna bless you with a peaceful heart when you're moving in this direction? Because you have everything to give you a peaceful heart. You have all the money, you have all the power, you have all the directions. You could literally point your finger at any point of the world and go, and probably conquer it. But do you think God will let you go with peace? Because you're collecting money from girls that are doing things that you know you wouldn't let your daughter do. So why would you think that your father, who also is their father, why do you think he would bless you if you're continuing to do this? You already have enough. You already have enough that you could say, hey, guys, you know what? Let's scratch the contract. You guys go do what you guys need to do if you want to continue or you don't continue. But these are blood money, and I don't want my hands to be a part of it anymore. I mean, that right there will make you in a direction of peace. And then from there...
That was just stressing the out. I'll be like, God.
Shout out to George. He's just like keeping it real, telling them, let it go. Let it go. Don't be having blood money. Find another honest living.
Damn, like all these bills are adding up. Like,
that's where you have to go.
I'm 21, man.
But dude, here's the thing. I promise you this, Jack. I really do. I really promise you this.
I see where you're coming from. I understand.
But if you move with God, I'm just this one small inch. If you say, hey, God, I really don't think that this is pleasing you, I'm going to replace this. I promise you God will replace it.
Yep.
And he will do it in a way where it doesn't stress you out. And if it does, then you just change a few things, but you will find more to prosper.
I mean, there's always things that stress you out, even if they're good things, to be honest. We can ask God for peace in the situation.
If you do this, there will be a way that your Father in heaven will prosper you in a way that none of your work hours or money could provide you. And I really do think it starts with setting these women free. Like, if
setting them free is crazy. Like, that sounds insane. Setting them free. Oh yes, here you guys go. I'm so sorry for holding you multi-millionaires captive, as if I'm such.
In reality, though, it is sad. It's awful. Like, to treat them as if they're objects. Obviously, they're getting paid, but you're making money off of them. That's pimping. Do you want to be known as a pimp? Like, and remember, guys, I'm gonna go to another video from Lecrae, and he talks to an ex-OnlyFans model agency, and she exposes a lot of the problems. And then we go to a video of Jack Doherty getting robbed after this. So it's crazy.
They're not being held captive. They all love this shit.
I'm not saying you're
they're
holding them
doing
captive.
it. They're like, oh yeah, so they love money. All these girls love money. They love clout. Like they love this.
But why
shit.
don't you be the
This
guy
is their-
that teaches them that that's not what happiness is about?
I don't know. You tell them that, bro. They love it. Like I'm telling you, like
I'm
once
trying
they
to tell their landlord.
tell them, bro. Tell them to double their rent. Like
I feel like I hit a nerve. Did that upset you?
no,
when I said that?
not at
Oh,
all. No, I
okay.
mean obviously it's just like, yeah, no, not at all. But I mean,
I just
maybe
have a
the
real
setting them free
conversation.
sounded crazy. Like gosh, damn. Like, let's check
So maybe it.
rooms. Who you holding in here captive, bro? I bet you're doing the same. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
And by the way, it took me a while to get him off of OnlyFans. That's great. And by the way, nothing I ever say is
No,
in a
I know.
mean of
I get where you're coming
disrespecting
from.
you.
No, 100%.
I'm just looking at you as a little
I
brother.
don't want you to think I'm also like taking it the wrong way too. I know how to
Gotcha.
take like constructing criticism.
It's so interesting to see him have a conversation. It seems like he really doesn't want people, or really cares about what people think of him, but he's trying to play it off as he doesn't. But shout out to George to really speak life into him.
You know, I deal with reading bad comments all day long, but I kind of know how to like turn it into a positive and like figure out how to like use that as to like fix myself in a way. Like don't do that again, you know?
I think just little moments where you could just adjust these things will help. You're caught in the you're not a slave to money, but you're a slave to your lifestyle. You have the
But it's
money,
like,
but
so is everybody though.
no, it's not true. I'm not.
100%.
I'm not.
You're not, but I'm sure a lot of the people that work for you are, and it's just like they're
Not one person on my team is, and I'll tell you why. Because I teach
I
one
mean,
lesson that will change your life.
I'm not. I don't know.
Don't live beyond your means.
Of course not. Like,
But you are, because every time I tell you to
think
do
so.
something, you say I can't because these bills.
yeah, but it's just because I want.
100%. That's the greatest lesson. And I'm still trying to learn how to do that. I mean, it's weird because like I went to college and I have debt because of that. And that was essentially not living below my means because I couldn't afford it. And I still took debt out to do that, which I kind of regret. I wish I didn't go to college.
I want to keep. You know, I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to buy a nice car or buy a nice watch. Just because why not? It's just like if I can do that in life, it's like why not?
Because it's haunting you.
It's
because
not,
if you have to keep going, or they're gonna take that off your wrist, and they're gonna take that off your neck.
No, I got Dave.
Got Dave.
No, I'm kidding. But
That's funny that he just says that. Remember, because right after that, we're going to go to a video of someone taking off those things that he just said that he had.
You get what I'm saying here? But like, my dad used to teach me this. It's not about having $100 or $1 billion. It's how you spend the money. So if you have $60 million in the bank, but every 30 days you have to spend $60 million, you're still chasing, you're in slavery, you're bondage.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that you're the guy that can't keep his lights on, but you're the guy that can't keep his Ferrari on. That's the same thing in a different realm.
I mean, no, not that at all. I'm just saying, like, it's just like it's not like I'm making, like, my bills are near what I'm making a month. It's just like I like to make a certain amount more than what I spend, and it's just like I feel the pressure to like. Either way, it's like I have X amount of employees. It costs me X amount a month, so I need to make times this amount a month in order for me to.
your overheads are high.
Of course, it's just like they are, but it's just like that's what comes. The more money you make, the more money you spend.
100%. I just think that because you already have all of it, it's all coming in. You can't rebuy the name. Your name is already here. People know what it is. There is leverage to your name. So if you go to any company and you want to work with them, you could have leverage there. So if you just take a step back, maybe let go of some employees, maybe let go of some things. I would just write a piece of paper and just say, hey, this is what's coming in and going. These things cause me problems. Is it worth what it's bringing in?
Or if you just make enough money, you don't even have to worry about it. You just keep making more.
Yeah. Oh, man, that would be amazing. So now we're going to go to a video of Lecrae interviewing an ex-OnlyFans agency. Then we're going to go to Jack Doherty getting robbed.
Okay, so this is a stat. I was just looking at this stat, and it said that 90% of OnlyFans users are married,
Wow.
predominantly married men. Is there a reason why you think that is?
Oh, so this comes back into, how we were saying about, so we had these things called chatters. Do you know what chatters are?
No.
Okay, so this comes back into account management. So again, the whole allure is that we get to have a conversation, yeah?
Okay.
And so you have now come onto OnlyFans, you're a subscriber, and you followed your favorite Instagram girl, and now you get to have conversations with her. Well, if we go to the back end again and remember that this girl can't sit there and facilitate all these conversations 24/7, do you think us as the owner, well, the people that run the agency, are we going to be the ones doing it?
No.
No. So we offset that and we hire people from ours. We're from the Philippines. And so it's cheap labor.
So literally, if you're an OnlyFans and you're thinking you're messaging these girls, you're really messaging a guy from the Philippines smoking a cigar in his underwear. I don't know about that, but that's crazy. Who in the world would think that you're actually messaging? Guys, if you are, please, you're not. You're getting catfished.
To $5 an hour, and their role, that's why you have the questionnaire, because the questionnaire turns into a brief, and then that brief is of the girl, and you give that to the chatter, and a chatter is someone that it's a commission job, and they'll pretend to be 4 to 5 girls, and they're just sexting men for 6 to 7 days a week, 12 to 14-hour days, trying to make as much money off them as possible in this thing called the girlfriend experience, and that's what we would train them in.
Woo.
Yeah.
So my brain is.
I know.
So on one hand, Mr. Smith thinks he's chatting with this bombshell on the platform, but really
it's some dude in the Philippines.
Some dude in the Philippines smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. That's enough for you to get off the site, people.
Like, please.
Exactly. It's not worth it. Whatever you think you're getting out of it, it's not worth it. Let's go to this now.
So for you now, I guess, what are the critiques? Like, are people coming at you saying, shut up, you're ruining our money? Or are they grateful? Like, is it a mix?
It's a mix. Like, I've had people say that I'm not a girl's girl because I don't like encourage women wanting to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. So anyone who thinks that this is empowering, it's not 100%. It's the exact opposite. It's enslaving you to the system. It's enslaving you to money. It's enslaving you to be an object of weird men or whoever. You're not weird. God still loves you. But men who are looking at you as an object and nothing else. That's the problem.
Yeah, and a lot of people are just like, well, who cares? Like, let people do whatever they want. But again, I think like if you pull on the thread of let anyone do whatever they want, if you let everyone act out every single little thing that they want to do ever, like we're gonna have a pretty scary place. So I get a mix. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Usually, like in trafficking, there's like a pimp in prostitution who takes a part of your cash for protection, but then that generally doesn't end well. Those girls are abused by this person, and then you have some women say they have freedom from the power, the type of work they do with OnlyFans, but then there's this imbalance because the men are, I guess, the OnlyFans owners and whatnot are taking 20% of you showing your body on the internet. So it's kind of like they're saying they don't want to pimp, but someone is still taking a portion of their money, and I guess the agency as well.
Yeah,
so
we take a percentage.
Right. So is there really the power that they think they have in existence, or are they still, like you're saying, they're being trafficked by the people who are taking a percentage and the agencies as well? What do you say to those women who are like, no, I got power, I got my agency?
Yeah. What is the difference, just say, if physically we had a house with a bunch of girls and we were taking photos of them and putting it online and being like, you have to give us a certain amount of money for doing that, and we just physically housed them, between us doing that digitally and doing the exact same thing. Like I say with recruitment, like we would cold message people and be like, hey, we love your vibe. We think you're so cute. What is the difference in us standing on a street corner and going up to young girls and saying, hey, you're really cute. Have you ever thought about doing OnlyFans? There's no difference. But people think because it's behind a computer screen, for some reason, it counteracts the, I don't know, the weight of it or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's no different than pimping and doing this stuff in real life. At the end of the day, it's sad. So now we're gonna go to a video of Jack Dorohety. After he made all those accusations, he gets robbed
with his 6'7" bodyguard with him, which is just crazy.
God damn, bro. I should have went home yesterday, bro. They hopped out of the car and then just like pinned me against the wall and like tackled me. Then I was running, and then they were still trying to get my watch. I was running away from one of them, and then like they all just hopped in the car and did. Guys, I just got robbed on Rodeo Drive for $300,000 worth of my diamond chains. Pretty cooked. So funny, yeah. But I'm live on Party, so.
You have to keep going, or they're gonna take that off your wrist, and they're gonna take that off your neck.
No, I got Dave.
Bro, you just robbed me. This is both my fucking chains, bro.
That's crazy.
Dog. Dave, what the fuck, bro? Where's yours?
Proverbs 14:12 says, "There is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way to death." So guys, I encourage you to go to Jesus today. Know that he loves you and he's longing to have a relationship with you. Put him first. It will be the best decision you could ever make.